Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video on my blog and YouTube channel. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Hello everybody, I have a super unique box to share with you today. It is, I'm calling it the Curled Corner box. And look what it holds. A little peppermint patty. But you could easily put something else in there as well. It is made out of the designer series paper called Wood Textures, and I thought it was super cute. So of course you don't have to curl the corners. It could be uncurled, of course, if you didn't have the liking for it, but I just thought it was a sweet little box, a really cool way to display something. This is almost masculine, so if you have, say, woodworking teacher, that sort of thing, they would love this. I have my scoring tool out. I have a 5.5 by 5.5 cardstock or designer series paper, and we are going to score with the big knob, not the small knob, the big one, because the big one doesn't rip paper as easily. So we're going to score at 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 on all four sides. So 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Last time, everybody say it with me, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Folding all the score lines. It's a really kind of a unique thing, this. I chose the lighter paper because I was thinking that you would be able to see the score lines a little bit better, but I don't think that's true at this point. Okay, last time, I think that this would hold like a cookie, a very thin one, 1/4 of an inch thin cookie, a diet cookie, if you will. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick yeah, I can barely see it. There we go. All right, so I'm cutting all the way up past the first score line to the second score line, and now I'm on this one, and I'm going to go up there, and I'm taking this side right off. Okay, so cut up on the second score line, cut up on the first score line, and remove the whole square and scored area. All right, so now we're going to do the same with this side. Up on the second, up on the first, cut that piece out. Up on the second, this is the one I can't hardly see. Okay, and cutting that away. Not really. Okay, now I'm going to come along and trim off half of those little guys. You can cut them right down, but I thought it would add just a touch extra support. All right, so this is the part that the time that we curl. So we're going to flip it around so that the box bottom is at the bottom there, and choose a side. It doesn't matter which, but choose a side, and it's like you're curling ribbon really. And then flip it and do this side. Flip it, do this side. But I suppose it's not flip, it's turn. Turn it. Last time. Okay. Trust me, it's easier to get the curls on before you put everything together. I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow. I feel that it works a little bit better. And I'm going to do one side at a time. So you notice that I didn't make the tab wet because I don't want any moisture to reduce that, reduce its strength. So I would rather have the moisture on the other one. There we go. This reminds me of the old days when I used to use Tombow glue for all of my box projects, and I couldn't edit anything out time-wise, so we had to watch, my videos were a little longer, let's say. Alright, I'm going to do the same here a little bit. You don't have to use Tombow. It's just that to try to get fast fuse in there is going to be an issue. And I do find that once the Tombow is adhered, holy man, does it ever stick. There is no way getting it off. I was doing one of my online classes. I have online classes now in case anybody is interested, and I show how to remove fast fuse because I made a huge mistake. Oh gosh, it was hilarious. Anyway, people probably are not going to remember the card design that I did, but they certainly are going to remember how to remove fast fuse. Okay. So there we are with our little box. Now you can see if we didn't have it curled, it's just going to fold like that, right? And be like like an open box kind of idea. Okay, so a York peppermint patty goes inside, and then basically the flat end goes down. And then this one will get tucked in. So you know how when you are moving and you have to put a box together and you're like trying to fold all the edges together? Well, that's exactly how it is. So what I ended up doing, now that the peppermint patty's in there and I have a little bit more stability, I can really go in and curl that paper to make it look like, do you know like when bark curls? Yeah, that's the look I'm going for. Okay, so I'm not going to fuss too much. That looks super cute. I have some copper trim. I have hearts and stars. I have a little linen thread here, and that's going to be my decorative piece. And I'm just going to glue dot it on. So here's my glue dots. I'm going to take my little paper piercer and gum up that little guy. And I find it easier putting the glue dot on the project and then coming in with my decoration and sticking it on there. And then I searched out two more little stars. So I know these are called mini glue dots, but I could use them just a tiny bit smaller, but whatever. Tapping it right on the back of one of these little stars, and I'm just going to put it right there. So this could be a awesome idea for a wedding favor, if you chose to use cardstock, something, you know, your husband's favorite treat, your dad's favorite treat. Peppermint patties don't always have to go in here, but it was the perfect size for this little project. What do you think? I thought it was super cute. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf to visit my website, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.